Hello and welcome back to Yay Basketball, the basketball game show. Monday, March 18th, 2024. Streaming and recording live from the Yay studio. I am your host and producer, Michael Padilla. Along with me today, I've got... I just don't have anything off the cuff anymore. It's Bob Aldred.
Hey, thanks, Michael. Here's a picture of my dog.
Oh, doggy dog. I love that dog.
Anyway.
That's just my doggy.
That's just my baby doggy.
As well as one Justin Moore.
How you doing, everybody? Glad to be here.
So glad to be here as well with a hardworking, dedicated, nice guy, funny guy, smart basketball mind, hardworking father of three, Trey Dishner.
Give it up.
Thanks for the intro, Michael. Gotta
Always,
love it. Gotta love it.
always. Before we get rolling, shout out to John Anthony, of course, who is here. Shout out to David Boone, of course, who is here. Thank you guys for being here.
What up?
Thank you so much. We do appreciate
What up,
it.
what up?
As always, everyone, do follow us at Yay_basketball on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. And let's see. Last time we played over under one-on-one, talked about being done with the 90s, and I served Bob's punishment by taking more of DeBomb hot sauce than is medically recommended. It was a fun one for the three of them. You guys left. So if you listen to last week's episode, I was like trying to get the episode over with because I was in pain. I was in the fetal position for, I'm not exaggerating, close to 2 hours.
I'd believe it.
It was way too much.
It looked like the inside of your stomach was very much like Oppenheimer. If anyone's seen that movie,
Yeah, it wasn't just, I'm going to poop. I was like, I maybe need to go to the hospital kind of pain.
Oh, wow.
Like it was really bad. Like really bad.
good for you.
Just eating something.
Thank you for that, by the way.
Soaked it in a little bit.
I could barely drink water. I mean, it was really tough. Anyways, okay.
Fair enough.
All right, also go to yaybasketball.com for exclusive YB merch. We've got t-shirts, mugs, hats, stickers, and hoodies. And I'm gonna a little spoiler alert. We've got a couple of new merch items on the way. They will be in the shop next week, and you can check those out. I don't want to do any spoilers, but let's just say that
You partnered with Omaha Steaks?
no, but.
I'm playing conservative this year.
Let's just say we've got some merch on the way. All right, some new
Okay.
merch to look forward to.
Wait, is there a...
week. Next week we've got some
I don't know if we can
things
sell
to
them.
look
MVP-ness?
for. Now, Justin, this is the basketball game show after all. So before we dive into our first game of the day, can you give us an update on the scoreboard and a recap of our picks from last week, please?
I can indeed, Michael. Bob sits alone atop the mountaintop.
Jeez.
4,800 big ones. He had Jaylen Brown's over 24.5 versus Portland. That hit. I am in second place, 1,950 points. I had Christian Brown over 11.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Seemed like a lock. He got 9. So what a nice person he is. Hey, Michael, you're
Yes,
in third
sir.
place, 1,500 points. You had Anthony Simons over 22.5 versus Boston. That didn't hit either. Hey, Trey,
It was a risky
Hey.
one.
hit him with the button.
I'm playing conservative.
Bet
this
all
year.
of them after betting all of them.
Well, we had to. 200 points.
Derek White over 15
What
and a
else?
half. Didn't happen. So Trey's in last place with no points.
No points.
worries.
But there are a lot of points on the table today. We're
Yeah.
playing
All right.
Swish or Miss, 5-second violation, adjust the
kinds of
rotation, and of course, a random question of the day. So you could get back in the mix today if you do it the right way. Okay, so let's
do it the right way,
If you
then.
do it the right way, it could be done that way. Alrighty, guys, let's get to our first game of the day, shall we?
Yep.
Our first game of the day is Swish or Miss. Yes! Swish or Miss. Here's how this one works. I will read the three of you a recent detailed NBA headline. It's not a headline anymore. I'm just going to say some shit. It will be your job, Justin, Trey, and Bob, to tell me if the thing that I say is correct, which is a swish, or if a detail in the headline is incorrect, which is a miss. If you believe it is a miss, you must tell me what detail is incorrect for double or nothing. If you are right, you all receive 100 points. If you are wrong, I receive the points for that round. Sound good?
Yep.
Good.
Now, I thought about this ahead of time, and I wasn't really sure what way would be the best way to do it. I want to tweak this game, because you guys always just go, well, if we don't know for sure, we'll just go swish, and avoid the potential of a double or nothing.
Yeah.
So, I was curious of any ideas you guys had, and we could just do it on the fly.
Yeah. Give us the points.
No, I think we have.
Man.
And exactly what you said, even going into this, I thought, man, we never just go for the double or nothing.
Because I don't want to give him the extra points because I'm not going to
So I
guess.
think this time,
Now, in
we
this
have
case,
to.
you're safe. The two of you are probably safe.
Yeah, I think we have to this time around.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
All
saying
right.
it could be like
I'm with that.
28.3 and it's 28.2. And I go, well, that's why I don't want to risk the points, I guess. That's where I look
the
at
point of this game. That's
That is
this
what it
game.
is.
Yeah, but hey, I'm playing conservative this year.
I'm playing conservative this year.
MVP-ness.
All right, let's get to our first game, our first round, and here's how it goes. Kyrie Irving handed the Denver Nuggets just their second post-All-Star break loss last night with a leaning left-handed floater over likely MVP Nikola Jokic. Irving finished with 24 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, and 1 block on 9 of 22 shooting. He also had a plus-minus of 6 with 3 turnovers and 2 personal fouls. Hey, gentlemen. Swish or miss?
I want to say. Go ahead, Justin.
I'm just going to say Swish.
I think it's Swish.
Yeah, I think you guys are missing this. No, it's wrong. It's a miss, and it's a very small statistic. Like, his plus-minus was like 6.
That's
not
what he
5.
wants you to think.
Yeah, but I'm not
That's what he
willing to
wants
risk
him
the
going.
points.
Him going that
We
deep
have
into
to.
it. To him going
I
that
don't.
deep into
We have
it.
to risk the points.
It's
We all agree.
too many
It's a
stats. I
Swish.
did not
Do it.
agree.
It's a
I
Swish.
feel that
What did you
on-
say his plus-minus
on record.
was?
Plus-minus was
5?
6.
Was 6?
Swish.
I bet it was a +5. So I think it's a miss, and it's +5.
It's a Swish.
Okay, Swish it is.
All right, they talked me out of it.
Okay. Oh. Oh, I forgot about the lights. No. Nope. No. He went 9 of 23 shooting.
See, I told you.
Damn, it was a little stat. It was a little stat, though. You were
If it
right,
had-
Bob.
If
My
you
bad.
if we had to guess like for like one of 3 stats to be different, I would be way more apt to be like, yeah, sure, let's try it.
Sure, that's why we need to tweak it. We'll tweak it.
Yeah.
We'll tweak it. Everybody relax.
Sorry, Bob.
It's great.
100 points to me. Everybody
problem.
calm down.
You got 'em.
How impressive was this shot by Kyrie, Bob?
A 20-foot left-handed hook shot over Nikola Jokic. I mean, come on. It's just one of the most impressive shots of the year, and it's just one of those Kyrie Irving things. Every time I want to hate Kyrie Irving, he comes back and totally redeems himself with something like that, and you're like, okay, he legitimately is still probably a top 20 player.
Oh,
Still
sure.
just has to be considered on a team with Luka Doncic as a legitimate playoff threat.
Yep.
But you only get this from from Kyrie once every maybe 2 months or something like that. I don't know, or once every month, something like that. But
Well,
his consistency,
yeah. But
like 20,
once every month, something like that.
but like 25 plus
That
points.
shot once a month? Whoa.
No. Yeah, he.
I see that Dallas is locked into this roster right now, and they have to be. And I think it can work. And I think we saw that pretty much with Jokic being not shut down, but his efficiency was
he had a bad game.
significantly down.
Yeah.
And a lot of the moves that they had made, acquiring PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford, I think were specifically targeted to add defensive depth and bigger, longer bodies, despite having Derek Lively. And Derek Lively is just a rookie. He can only do so much in his capacity. So I think
didn't
bringing
play
in
yesterday.
those other 2 guys was instrumental in helping slow down Jokic. And maybe Dallas is onto something. And if this is their year where they want to pull the trigger and go for it, man, I see the writings on the wall. I totally see it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't convinced until that game, actually. So
Okay.
You just to follow up there. You didn't see it until yesterday, but do you believe that can happen 4 times in a series? That they can beat them 4 times in a series?
if it means going 7 games, I mean, that's the only way it could. And that's the thing is how much do you trust the Dallas bench versus the Denver bench? And I'd kind of lean towards the Dallas bench a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Strongly disagree.
Just
Justin,
touch.
Shot was amazing.
Shot was amazing.
I feel like Kyrie kind of, like you said, he's going to hit amazing shots. He's, you know what I mean? Arguably the most skilled player of all time. Like,
Yeah.
The dude just can do crazy things. Could you imagine if he was like 6'8"? It'd be game over for
Yeah.
everybody. But like what? But on the Mavericks thing, I think for them, you definitely don't want to see them in a play-in game. One-off game with Luka and Kyrie, just two weapons that can just beat you for one game, for sure.
Right.
I think when you're looking at the playoff situation, I think they can steal 2 games. When I watched the game, and the big thing for them was rebounding. The Mavericks generally don't play great defense, or at least haven't recently, but they were getting so many offensive rebounds, and I think it was the athleticism that they brought in. It was the PJ Washington. It was the Daniel Gaffords. So that can be a recipe to get you a couple games, but I still think, again, I don't see, they're not going to beat the Nuggets. I think the Mavericks' best hope moving forward is to slide into the 6 and play the Timberwolves. That's where I would see them having the most success moving forward.
Yeah, I agree.
And then they have to hope the Nuggets move up, because I think they could beat the Timberwolves, and then I think they could beat the Thunder or the Suns. You know what I mean? Whoever, the Kings, whoever kind of meets the Thunder on that end of the bracket.
So if you're watching at home or listening or whatever, we're taking a peek at the bracket as it stands now. So before I get to you, Trey, I just want to ask you, Justin, there. So right now, as it stands, you would have the play-in tournament as such. 9-10 would be the Lakers-Warriors. The winner of that matchup would face the loser of 7-8 Mavericks-Suns. Just play out the play-in tournament for me. And from a Mavericks perspective, what do you want to happen, not what will happen? If you're the Mavs, what are you looking for? As it
stands right now.
Not like they're going to throw a game, but what do you think?
As it stands right now, I mean, you obviously want to win your first play-in game.
Right. You don't want to risk
the second play-in game.
Yeah.
I do think they would beat either the Warriors or the Lakers in that second play-in game, but then but if you win, you have to go play the Nuggets. So I don't know. If you play the Nuggets, you're going to lose. Right. In the first round, you're going home.
Right.
I hate to say it, if it were assuming it ends like this, I would hate to say it, but I think you have to lose the play-in game to go play the other one.
Not saying that they'll throw it, but
not saying that they would throw it, but I think that's the best case scenario for them.
Exactly. Yes.
Not that they would go for it, because they could. I'd be honest with you, I think the Mavericks could
give the Thunder
4-1 the Thunder.
No, I
think they could, because the offensive firepower they have. I don't know the Thunder could stop.
I get it,
Justin,
but I just don't know that you're
disagree.
giving. I don't know that you're giving the Thunder enough credit. They're a very, very good defensive team, and it's the Mavericks. The biggest weakness of the Thunder, outside of the age and experience thing, I suppose, is the size, which the Mavericks don't have as well. I mean, Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively and PJ Washington are helpful, but they're not They don't have some massive lineup now. All right, let's get to Trey. Trey, what are your thoughts on this shot? Thoughts on the Mavs right now, even though we talked about him last week?
The shot was amazing. Like you guys said, one of the most skilled players in the league, if not one of the most skilled players ever.
Yeah. You made a big claim on your Instagram.
Yeah, and I did.
Back it up. Say it with your chest.
What do we got?
I don't know what he said.
I said, well, what was it word for word? I said that he was the most skilled player ever, and top 3 best finishers we have laid our eyes on, which I will stand on that and back that up. If you can name 3 better players, I'll argue it. I mean, I'm here to hear it.
The skill thing is kind of comes down to, because he's a little undersized, right? His handle is so good, his finishing is so good.
Well, he can do it all offensively.
Yeah.
If he wants to get to the basket, he can do it on his own. If he wants to score off the dribble, he can do it. He can put his back to the basket, fade away, do all that. He can move off the ball, as you saw last night, to get the ball to hit the game-winning shot.
Yeah.
He's closed game-winning series to get the Cavs a ring. He's showed it time in and time out. Like, yeah, he does a lot of stupid stuff and says a lot of stupid things, so people have a lot of hate towards the guy. But if we're talking basketball, he's one of the best to do it.
Yeah, man.
And the Mavericks saying, I don't think we're giving the Mavericks enough credit. Bob mentioned they made these moves to be ready to play in the playoffs, to get Daniel Gafford. Defensively, he leads the league in field goal percentage. He just almost broke a record for consecutive field goals, which
3
that's
off.
That's not gonna make or break a playoff series. I'm not gonna say they're gonna go out and beat the Nuggets, but they would give the Nuggets a run for their money if Kyrie and Luka are playing at the top of their game.
Right.
So. Totally. And back to the bench comment earlier, Christian Brown can't even put 11 and a half points, rebounds, and assists together right now. So I don't want to hear
I'm going with Dallas's
Thank
bench.
you.
Like I'm going with Dallas's
Thank
bench.
you.
But if we're talking the playoffs, you're only playing 8
Playoffs,
guys. And
and
if it gets
you're
tight,
going-
you're only playing 7. I mean,
But if you win this matchup and you play the Nuggets, now you have those two plus Derek Lively, who is your bench, to all kind of help and go up against Jokic,
And you
which
need
is
Jokic.
which is better than the Suns could have a chance because they would only have Nurkic. It's better than the Lakers would have because they would only have AD, and then what help
And we saw that.
defensively? And we've seen the Nuggets honestly spank the Lakers this year.
well, yes, they have.
And the
owned
Warriors
Lakers,
would
but the
have
Lakers
no chance against
the
the
Lakers.
Nuggets,
Have
so-
probably the second biggest lineup in the West outside of the Wolves.
Well, and let's say
With
Jokic,
Jackson Hayes and Christian.
Jokic and Murray have a bad game or 2 games, and they go down 2 games. They're in trouble.
Yeah, but
'Cause
how
we
often
saw
does
how-
that happen?
Yeah,
Shin
okay.
splints, baby.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I
sorry.
guess
Yeah,
it.
Shin
What is?
Jokic has one bad game and they can lose.
Don't be
to the
surprised if the Mavericks. I mean, don't be surprised.
Here's what I'm going to say. 2 things. First off, when it comes to the Nuggets, which isn't necessarily what this topic is supposed to be, but obviously the Nuggets are hard to not talk about when we talk about the West because there's this looming figure. Their 2 losses in the Western Conference so far in potential playoff. The only 2 losses, period, after the All-Star break have come down to I'm not going to call it a miracle shot, but an incredible shot. We can agree.
Yeah.
How many of those are you going to hit in a row kind of shot against the Mavs? Buzzer beater, last second, game over, oh well. And then an overtime game against the Suns where they could have probably won that game, but Kevin Durant was Kevin Durant. Except recently, Kevin Durant has not been Kevin Durant. He's averaged 14.6 points in the last 3 games, and I'm not saying that's going to last. And when the playoffs come around, it'll obviously be different. But I just think that for now, the Nuggets are white hot. And I don't think anybody wants to see them in the first round, especially the Lakers, who are the only team that haven't been able to, only Western Conference contender or, Western Conference finalist potential team that hasn't taken a game off the Nuggets. And I think because the Nuggets are really locked in when they play the Lakers. Okay, look, this shot in particular is so impressive. I saw a tweet poking fun at Jokic, which I don't agree with, but it is funny. Damn, Jokic was trying to guard the Kyrie shot with his box plus minus. Obviously, it was super cool. It's one of the reasons the Mavericks could be a threat in the first round, unless it was the Nuggets. Why I would say the Thunder Mavericks, if that was what ended up happening, could go to 6 or 7 games, but I still just think we're underrating the Thunder. They're so good defensively. Obviously, nobody has an answer for Luka, but I think they would have some things to throw at Kyrie, like Lou Dort. Shea is obviously a brilliant defender. He's leading the league in steals, all that kind of stuff. But the same reason that they won this game is the same reason that I don't see them going far in the playoffs. It was a last-second kind of, like I said, not miracle, but unlikely kind of weird left-hand shot that, like, if that's the thing that you're looking at and you're going, oh, well, suddenly they can be contenders, I go, I don't see it. So, all right, cool. Let's move on to round 2, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, swish or miss, round 2. Speaking of game winners. Bam Adebayo saved the Miami Heat from embarrassment in Detroit last night when he hit a near 30-foot three-point bomb at the buzzer to hand the Pistons their 55th loss of the season. Bam finished the game with 20 points, 17 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block, while shooting 69.2% from the field. He had a plus-minus of 5 with 3 turnovers and 2 personal fouls. Gentlemen.
Swish or miss?
Guys, something's got to swish.
He had 3 personal fouls.
But here's the thing, you were so sure about the last one, too.
I know, because I looked for the reaction. He didn't give me anything on that one either, so I don't know.
Oh.
You think I'm going to be like, oh, shit.
No way.
He got it.
Oh, no, he got me.
That's what I want you to think.
You say it, and then I go, no.
Well,
I'm still running with
I
swish.
learned a lot, so.
Because I don't remember the last time one has been a swish. So eventually something's
This
got to
is the
swish,
game
or we're just going to call them misses.
He told us before the game even started.
That this one was a swish.
Gonna need an answer.
Whatever you want to do, Trey.
69%. I bet it's 68%.
Miss.
Sure, guys.
What are you thinking, Bob?
It's a miss. I just don't know which one.
Oh yeah, we gotta get.
Yeah, we just got to guess.
I'm with it, whatever the consensus wants to be.
You choose.
Miss 1 personal foul, not 2.
Final?
Final.
No. He did have 2 personal fouls. He did shoot 69.2%. He did not record a block in that game. Did not record a block against
Almost
the
said steal.
Detroit Pistons last night. Trey,
Yes.
after this win against the meddling Pistons, where do you rank the Heat in the Eastern Conference power rankings, my guy?
Where do I rank the Heat?
Yeah, that's the question.
In the power rankings? Right now, I have them about where they sit,
Wow.
which is no, that's a little low. I would put them. I'd put them
You
in
have them the 7th best team in the East?
the power rank.
Okay, power rankings.
I was gonna
Let's
say
say,
that's
let's
different. That's the
say
Eastern.
win the East potential.
So we're talking in the regular, like the regular
Just in the
season, just
East.
in the East.
Just in the
Okay.
East.
Just in the East. Okay. I have them. I can see them potentially if Tyler Hero comes back.
He will.
I can see them jumping up to the 5th spot. And
Well, not where are they going to go standings wise.
what was the
Where
question?
do they end up? Where do you think they could? How likely are they to win the East?
How likely are they to win the East?
I don't know how else to word it.
I don't think they'll win the East.
Percentage.
Yeah, percentage. I'd give them about a.
Of the likelihood of the teams that are going to do it, in what order would you give them? Like, where would they fall in the list of teams that could win the East? Do you see the Cavs winning the East? Do you see the Knicks winning the East? The Magic, the Pacers, the Heat, the Sixers, the Bulls?
I know the Heat always seem to figure it out come playoff time. They have Spoelstra. They always play well in the playoffs, but I honestly don't see them. I see them right under the Knicks, like the 4th or 5th spot. I see those teams being the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Bucks, and the Celtics being over them.
John Anthony says he could easily see the Heat making the Eastern Conference Finals. Justin, where do you rank these Miami Heat in
Can
the
you
East?
shoot us back to the bracket real quick?
Indubitably.
Just so I can get a little bit of a little vision here. I like the Heat. You know what? I like the Heat right where they're at.
Yeah,
Because I'm choosing.
But hang on, you think they're the 7th most likely team to win the East?
And here's
Okay,
here's
sure,
what-
go
here's
ahead.
where we go. Right? Because we all think the Celtics are probably the most likely to win.
Yeah.
for sure.
Sure.
The Heat definitely aren't going to do them a better chance than the Bucks.
no.
Right? And if I'm gonna, like we did over there, I'm gonna assume this ends like this, and here they go. Do I think they can beat the Sixers? Of course, because I don't necessarily think Embiid's gonna be back in time to get in shape or play well. Right? Cool.
Yeah.
Then I don't think they're gonna beat the Bucks. And so other teams I feel like have a better shot than them. Also, harken back to an episode a few weeks ago.
Harkonnen?
Harken back.
Harkonnen.
Hey. I believe in the Magic. So I'm going to take the young, spunky Magic over the Heat. I think the Pacers are better than the Heat. I think with the addition of the trade deadline, I think that the Pacers are primed to at least look really good. And I think a Pacers-Cavaliers first-round matchup is going to be fun, if anything else. I think the Knicks, I don't know how healthy the Knicks are. That's a fair point. So if the Knicks aren't going to be healthy, I guess the Heat are better than them. But if the Knicks are healthy, I don't think the Heat are better than them either. So yeah, I like them right where they're at. I know, oh, they always figure it out. Well, you always figure it out until you don't figure it out. Yep. So,
True.
but because they haven't always figured it out.
But what evidence have they given us recently that they
They're the
don't?
7 seed. They're 37-30.
What were they last year? They were the 10, and they won the.
They were the 8.
They were the 8. Mm-hmm. So worse, and they made the finals.
Sure, there was injuries. The Pacers weren't the Pacers. The Magic weren't the Magic. The Knicks
agree.
really hadn't figured it out. The Cavaliers were having
they
a
got a
downtime.
tougher road.
So like,
They have a tougher road, but they only had to see the teams that you just mentioned: the Celtics, the Bucks, and the Knicks. Who I think we can all agree the Celtics and the Bucks are obviously the 2 heavyweights in the East, and the Celtics are up there even more. So even if they go against the Knicks again, which they didn't have Jimmy Butler for all but 3/4 of that series, and then he comes back and they win the series. I mean, I don't see how
The
you're
Knicks didn't
discounting.
have
The
OG.
Knicks have, I was going to say the Knicks got.
The Knicks have
agree.
retooled, and
Is-
they don't have RJ
and
Barrett.
Precious.
I
So
respect OJ. I
consummate
respect
bum.
OG Anunoby, and I think he's one of the better perimeter defenders in the league. But are we counting on him to lock down playoff Jimmy Butler?
Here we go again.
He's one of the
Bob, give
one
it
of the
to
better
me.
defenders.
Here we go again. We sit here, and this is the third year in a row, I'm pretty sure. And it's always the Heat that are always at the end of this. Yes, they're going to beat the Sixers right off the bat. They're going to move into the first round against the Bucks
Even with Embiid.
and beat them.
No, they're
Yes, they will.
Okay.
And we're going to
They're
see it
not.
again, and we're laughing now, but you'll see it now, okay? It doesn't matter what additions the Bucks have made. It's what subtractions the Heat really haven't made. They're better already than they were last year, despite giving away Gabe Vincent and Max Strus. They're just fine where they're at. They're tightening up their lineup. Watch them beat the Bucks. They move on. They'll beat the Celtics. Honestly, I could see them doing it again because the Celtics like to kind of fumble it, but I think they did get better with Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis.
Of course.
So I think the Heat are going to run into the Celtics and lose, but don't be surprised when they beat the Bucks in the first
I don't
round.
think they can stop the Bucks' offensive onslaught. Like, I don't know what you do with that.
AE Cactus is here. Shout out
Effort.
to Cactus.
What up, Cactus?
Effort.
Yeah, but like again, good offense beats great defense. Just good offense.
And you're going to
No.
need you're going to need Tyler Hero.
Incredible offense beats great defense. Great defense
Okay.
can beat good offense all day.
I don't see how they're not third place for everyone in the East. I respect the Knicks. I respect the Cavs, but I mean they've done this time and time again, year in and year out. They are there, and now I'm not trying to predict that they would beat the Bucks in the first round, but if they did see them in the Bucks in the first round, the coaching disadvantage in a playoff series is so heavily in the Heat's favor that I would have a tough time betting on the Bucks over the Heat in the first round if that's what it came down to. I think they're a solid third place. I think they can clean through the middle four there, the Knicks, Magic, Cavs, and Pacers, with respect to all those teams.
Yep.
We do this every year for the last 4 seasons. We're like, oh, fucking Heat stinking it up again. Here we go. They're gonna get bounced. They added Terry Rozier, who will be healthy before the playoffs. They added Tyler Hero back, who they did not have in the postseason last year. He's hurt again temporarily. He's going to be reevaluated in 1 to 2 weeks. A week ago, he'll be back before the playoffs come. He'll be there. They added Jaime Jaquez, who, yes, he's a rookie. He doesn't have the experience, but name another team in the league that has been there over and over and over again and has a culture. I'm not saying Heat culture, but a base of knowledge of this is what it takes. You got to keep going. You got to keep grinding. Things like that. He's being coached, taught by the right kind of guys around him. They added Jaime Jaquez. They added Terry Rozier. You reintroduced Tyler Hero, and Duncan Robinson was a 0 last year. And now he's not. He's their starting 2 guard, and he's been excellent for them in exactly what you're looking for.
Only when Hero's out. He does not play well when Hero's in.
That's fair. Off the bench,
He doesn't.
not. Off the bench,
Yeah.
he's not great.
Only when
So then
Hero's
your
out.
Heat starting lineup is effectively Butler, Adebayo,
You're probably
Hero,
starting Rozier.
Duncan, and Rozier, which is
Yeah.
an offensive onslaught. Like that
I
is
don't know about offensive
Their
onslaught. It's
offense
more
is
solid.
atrocious.
Yeah.
Their offense
that
is
is a
anemic.
setup
That's a setup.
playoff.
But how many?
The whole
that
year.
is a playoff.
How many games
Roster.
has this five has that 5-man team played together? Not a lot. That's the point. I think that's my point is that time and time again we go, well, but
But if they haven't played a lot together, why would they have the?
But if you have
No,
one
I'm not
coach
saying
that you trust the
cohesiveness
most,
to go
I'm
play.
saying the stats don't back up that number because how many minutes has that group played together? I understand the cohesion aspect. Obviously, a team like the Nuggets or a team like the Celtics have the advantage in that regard, but I don't see how you can look at the Heat after what happened last year and the year prior, and they're always competitive in the postseason.
these
If they
teams have
didn't make the
changed.
conference finals, I would be surprised.
But the teams have changed. So Halliburton's become one of the best point
So
guards. in the
Tyrese
league.
Halliburton is
coming
going
off
to be
his-
the reason that the
Hold
Miami
on.
Heat
No,
would
but
get
he
bounced.
also
in this
got
coming off his
Pascal
injury.
Siakam, right? So they've also got other pieces on that team. The Cavaliers have gotten better. They've gotten more experience. They've gotten older. The Magic are just that's a me pick. Are the Heat probably better than them? Sure. I'm just rooting for the Magic because I believed in the Magic a couple weeks ago. The Knicks, better. They've gotten more cohesion. They're a better team. So for me, I don't think the Heat can beat some of these teams. I don't think they will beat the majority of them, or would.
I think they would, and I think they will, because there is just something to be said about playoff experience. It's the same thing that you emphasized post Nuggets title and your expectations of the Nuggets this season, which you have been correct about. It matters. You know what it takes to get there.
They don't have
I'm not saying you need a Jokic. I said nothing about Jokic. I said playoff experience.
Yes, but Hero's been hurt most of their playoff runs.
And he won't be this year.
But so he doesn't really have the playoff experience, would be my point. Terry Rozier...
He was there in 2020 when they were at the finals. He was the second best player in the finals.
Can you give me Terry Rozier's playoff resume, please?
You're a huge Terry Rozier fan. How could you?
Trust me.
He's with the Celtics.
Yeah, he took them to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals in the Celtics with the Celtics. So he's played in big games as well. Good call, Trey.
Like he just doesn't. These people don't standardly perform amazing. Duncan Robinson plays like dog crap,
and still
Majority
they
of
make
the
the
time.
conference finals every single year. It doesn't matter if every single one of them is. It's fine. I want to give a shout out to. I might butcher your name there, Hover. Shout out to being here. Says he usually listens to on Spotify. He's glad he's catching us live, and that's a good time to catch us live because, buddy, you've come for what everyone comes for. Well, listens for
What?
Oh, hey.
Whoa.
Ah, yes.
What's that, brother? What's that, brother?
It's time for Bob's Buckets.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Bob's Buckets.
You basketball guy.
Waiting for the drop. All right, so on this buckets, of course, I've got Zion Williamson is my bucket for this week. Good pick, right? Thanks, guys. He's averaging over 35 minutes a game over his last 5, in which they're 4-1. Pelicans are pretty red hot, not gonna lie. You see them there sitting at the 5th seed. I know we were talking about the Mavs at the 7th. Look at that, only a 2-game difference. I don't think we were talking earlier if this is all gonna shake up and move. Pelicans look like they're crushing it, looking like they're staying consistent.
They went over the Clips the other day.
Yeah, exactly. So I could see them moving up a little bit higher. So the Pelicans are killing it. Zion is absolutely on fire. I've never trusted the Pelicans in my life. Gentlemen, convince me. Should I trust the Pelicans, and why should I? To make a deep playoff run.
A deep play? Define deep.
Getting to the conference finals.
No.
Conference finals.
Yeah, why not? If you have B.I., CJ McCollum's lungs may look like the inside of the Hindenburg, but hey, who cares?
Holy
He's still out there killing it.
What's that?
You know what?
brother?
I'm here for you. Are you ready, Bob? Here's why you're going to believe in the Pelicans to make the conference finals. Because this is going to end up just like this, right? They're going to have to play the Clippers. They're going to beat the Clippers because Zion can jump so much higher now that he's lost that 25 pounds since whatever time. But they are going to beat the Clippers because the Clippers are going to do what the Clippers do, and they're going to lose in the playoffs because they are cursed.
Nice.
Now, the Pelicans, you know one thing they do have? A lot of rebounding and a decent amount of size. One of the bigger sizes, obviously, slow them down a little bit, but they're going to beat the Thunder in the second round, right? Because apparently they're going to make it in this weird scenario. They're going to beat the Thunder, no problems, right? Maybe a little bit of, and like a 6-game series.
Yeah.
So as long as they stay on that upper side of the bracket, that's where they're going to shine. Now, the other way they can win. If they lose, they come down. I'm losing my audio. It's gone.
Bob, there's no reason to trust the Pelicans. Don't let his nonsense go on any longer.
On. Why not?
The Pelicans are not gonna. They're not gonna make a run.
Trey
Finals
Murphy?
run?
Like, come on, bro.
They're gonna
Herb
get wiped.
Jones,
They're gonna get wiped by the Clippers in that
Hear me out.
first series. And the reason why is because their star player is too worried about his diet and how much weight he's gaining and how much he's losing.
into all
Hypothetical.
that.
No.
I'm just playing, but no, they're not. I don't think they're going to get past the Clippers. It's just too much. Harden.
They don't have to play.
Do you guys remember
right now? They will have to.
I don't like that for them either.
If Cat's not healthy,
They don't have the
talking right
offensive
now.
firepower to put up with the defense of the Wolves, even without Cat. And Cat,
Zion,
I feel
know.
like Cat will be back at least for half
Jumping
of
out
the
the
first round
gym.
series.
Jonas is too soft.
In that.
yeah.
I don't know
Soft
about that,
like Gobert
man.
soft?
He can
He's
pull
been
down
playing
he can
terrible.
pull down 14 boards.
Terrible.
Like,
Cody Zeller's better.
Everybody listening at home,
get the fuck out.
Shut the show down.
All right.
everybody listening at home, put in the chat if Bob should trust the Pelicans.
Yeah, trust the
to make a
Pelicans, folks.
conference finals run real quick.
Send us a
Let's see
a
it.
pelican.
Yeah, let's. Oh! What was that noise? Do you know what
Hey,
that
Bob,
is?
they pelican.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Okay.
Pelican.
Just for that.
I don't like it.
That's true. It's time for the random question of the day. If you get it right, you get 1,000. If not, nothing happens.
Damn it.
Tony Delk is an American former professional basketball player and college assistant coach. During his playing days, he was a team leader of the Kentucky Wildcats team that won the 1996 NCAA championship game. He was drafted with the 16th overall pick in the 1996 draft by the Charlotte Hornets and played for 8 franchises in his 10-year career.
Well, you got that health insurance.
Your question today is, what number did Tony Delk wear in the 2002 season?
He wore 23.
Nope.
In that order.
Yeah, there's only been a few people to ever don this number as the great Tony Delk.
Yeah.
He shares it with Steph Curry. Number 30, Tony Delk.
Nope.
Trey.
Tony Delk. 2002, you said?
Yeah, T-Dell.
I did.
I said it. Yeah.
You remember?
I did.
Michael?
You remember? He was playing with the Clippers.
My boy Cherokee Parks.
I gotta have a question about Cherokee Parks.
You have to.
Tony Delk.
Put it in my notes. Put it right now. Gonna need an
He
answer,
wore
Trey.
the lucky number 13.
Sorry, just writing Cherokee.
Got it? You okay?
Forgot how to spell Cherokee.
We all forgot.
What was your number?
13.
Oh,
There's 17.
look at that.
Nope.
All right.
Damn.
No. In 2002, he wore the number 28.
That
oh,
was
damn.
close.
Damn.
I should have. I write a reveal every time, and I always forget to do it. I'd say in 2002. In 2002, Tony Delk started 17 games for the Boston Celtics, wearing number 28.
Nope.
Everybody's wrong. No points awarded.
Good job, guys.
Good thing that didn't happen. All right, let's
Old
get
Delk
on.
Try.
What?
The good old Delk try.
I don't like what you just said.
It's Tony Delk.
Muted.
I don't like it.
He should have played for the Bucks. Elk.
5 seconds.
5, 4, 3.
Yeah! 5 seconds. Hey,
I need some points.
you better start getting them in my butt. On you, my guy.
Yeah.
All right, another fun and easy game.
Real bot.
All right. I will give the three of you a prompt, and you will have to provide me with 3 answers in 5 seconds. For example, name 3 car brands. If you get 3 in 5 seconds, you receive 50 points. If you do not give 3 answers in 5 seconds, your opponent has a chance to steal, but they cannot say anything that already has been said, and you'll not get time to think of other answers. It's very rapid fire. If none of you can list 3 answers correctly in 5 seconds, I will receive the points for that turn. 9 prompts today, so 450 points again on the board. Is everyone ready to begin with 5 seconds violation?
Begin?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I've already begun.
Let's think of a number between 1 and 69.
54.
68.
52.
It was 4.
Yes.
You had the lowest one? You? Nice. Good job. You get it. All right, Bob. You want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, 5 seconds. Name 3 second-round draft picks.
Draymond Green, Manu Ginobili. Damn.
Nikola Jokic, Carl Finch, and
Jameer Nelson, Kareem Rush, and Hito Turkoglu.
Let's check on some of those, shall we?
Just naming some names out
Yeah,
there,
you
guys.
did just really name some names.
Damn it! I thought Jokic was
Keto
late first
Turco
round.
Glue. He was drafted in the first round.
Never mind.
50 points to Papa. All right.
We tried.
5 seconds on the
out,
clock,
Heater.
Justin. Name me 3. This is going to be so. You always end up with the number that gets you the easy ones.
Damn.
Back-to-back MVPs.
Oh, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and LeBron James.
You got it. Trey.
Michael.
Name me 3 players traded this season.
Pascal Siakam. Brain fart. God damn it.
He was not traded.
OG, James Harden, and Bob.
Damian Lillard, Terry Rozier, and balls! Gordon Hayward!
Pascal Siakam was traded.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I thought you said he was not traded.
No,
you didn't get
brain
traded.
fart was not traded.
Oh,
Sorry, brain fart was not traded.
He
this
gave
season.
2 answers. Was like, you know what? I'm disputing that.
Yeah, no,
Brain
Got
fart is still with San Antonio.
yeah, he very much is still in San Antonio.
Come on, man.
Okay, it's back to Bob, and Bob, what I'd like. Nope, it's to Trey.
Nope.
It's to Bob,
Yeah.
and I would like 3 players to lead the league in blocks.
Rudy Gobert, Tim Duncan, David Robinson.
Let's double check those
Yeah.
numbers real quick. We're gonna do it. Led the league in blocks. He did not. Nope.
Oh, Hakeem, Moses Malone, and Kareem.
Check on Kareem real quick. Gonna double check there. Blocks, yes, he did, and I think Moses is a surefire. Moses, nope.
Jaren Jackson Jr., Wilt Chamberlain, and
I already know what to do.
Nope. Chamberlain, no,
No.
because blocks were not an
Oh,
official statistic when he was playing. I'm very sorry for that. But yes, of course, if they were recorded, it would have counted. But unfortunately, it was not. So 50 more points to Puppy
did Jaren
Boy.
Jackson Jr.? He did lead.
Look
Yeah.
at my mic right now.
Look at that thing. Look out. Did you call Shai Halud? What
Yeah,
are you doing?
tighten that bitch later.
Hassan Whiteside.
Tumba would have been a good one.
Tightened it right now. All right, who's up?
Me.
Justin. How about 3 Dirk Nowitzki teammates?
Jason Kidd, Jason Terry, and Tyson Chandler.
You got it. You always get the easy ones. You fucking fuck. All right, Trey, it's on to you.
Here it goes.
Name me 3 Eastern Conference forwards. Current.
Evan Mobley. Jarrett Allen.
Forwards is Jason Tatum. It would be
Unbelievable.
Giannis.
hard.
I'm going to go with DiVincenzo. That's a sucking shooting guard.
it's so easy.
All these points were just given to Michael.
Wow.
I've gotten mine.
Wow. Wow.
Man.
Wah.
Back to me. If
Damn
there's
it.
more.
Yeah.
Cactus said earlier balls was traded this season. I'm assuming that
These,
was when
these was traded.
yeah, D's. Okay, so it's to Trey.
Bob?
Bob.
think
No, it's
Gives
me.
Trey-
It's me.
It's
Trey.
Trey.
It's to Trey. Okay, cool. Wait, no, it's not
to
Trey.
Bob.
Oh,
It's
it
to
is?
Bob.
Oh, okay.
Bob, name me 3 15-time All-Stars.
LeBron, Magic, Kareem.
No, I'm gonna be double.
Oh, Duncan, Garnett, and Bob.
No.
Kobe, Jordan, Garnett.
I just said it.
Let's check. Who'd you say?
Did you say Garnett? Oh,
You said Garnett? Nope. Can't double up on sayings.
Damn it.
Yeah,
My
that's
turn.
the way it goes. That's the way it is. It's gonna be to Justin now. What? Oh, I just had a space in the wrong place. Hey, Justin.
Yep.
Name me 3 players with a jersey retired.
Oh, Kobe, Jordan, Russell.
Drussel does count. We'll count Bill Russell. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Take your points. Damn, you guys don't want any points.
No, not today.
That's not.
I don't need them, baby.
Crazy.
I didn't get any last
I'm
week
good.
either, damn
I
it.
don't need them.
Crazy.
You got 200 last week.
All right, Trey.
I lost them.
Yeah, you did.
This is the last one.
All right, let's do
last
it.
chance to get some points here.
Don't put the pressure on me, guys.
It's on there.
All right.
Its name is 3 kids.
You're making a very rash decision.
I'm playing conservative.
What's your
this year.
kid's birthday?
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Bob
Jeez
gets them
Louise.
right for whatever reason.
That's even weirder. Okay, here it is. Trey, name me 3 Western Conference mascots.
Champ, Mavs man, Suns gorilla.
Yeah!
Damn it! He's been waiting for this. You've been training every night for this.
Yes. Good
I do.
job, Bob.
I trained
Good job,
for the
Bob.
mascots.
You did it, my boy. So, Justin, just go ahead and recap the game right there. Who won that game?
You did. By
points?
250 points to you, 150 to me, and 50 to Bob.
Yeah.
Well, that is just a sexy time for
Oh, Trey. No points.
0. Okay, shall we move on to our final game of the day, gentlemen?
I think we should.
Good, because the final game of the day
final
is
name.
called Adjust the Rotation. I love this fucking goddamn it.
What's that, brother? What's that? 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 Brother, what's that?
Wow.
Adjust the rotation. It's a good one. In this one, I will list 4 mystery stats. For example, Russell Westbrook's career turnovers, Kobe Bryant's missed field goals, etc., etc. It will be your job to work as a team to put them in order from least to greatest without knowing the exact figures. You will be scored based on how many of the 4 stats you have in their correct order. For every stat that you have in the correct spot, you receive 50 points. For every stat in the incorrect spot, I receive 50 points.
What? Okay.
You heard me.
I heard it.
Are you guys ready for round 1?
Yes, Queen.
Good. Oh my God. Thank you. All right. Round 1 goes like this. All of these stats are career. All of these stats throughout the game are career stats.
Purd.
Larry?
Purd.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's defensive rebounds. LeBron James' 3-point attempts. Michael Jordan's assists. And John Stockton's field goals made. Got some time to discuss. Obviously, I won't run it too long. 5
sure.
rounds today.
All right, so Kareem's defensive rebounds, he had a very long career. You have to consider that one's going to be pretty high, probably number 1 or number
Probably
2.
number 1. Yeah, I would guess.
don't hate
Next,
it, yeah.
LeBron's 3-pointers made.
No, it's attempts.
Oh, it's attempts?
I think that's going to be
Attempted?
lower than what you think it is.
I want to say it's probably going to be around 3.
MJ
Yeah.
assist,
I think it's at 4.
I think is
And
our
I think
3
Stockton's
or 4.
2.
Field goals made for
I
John
think,
Stockton?
Yeah.
No.
He scored.
He
scored.
played, yeah.
yeah, so
he-
it's going to be higher.
So I think he's going to be number. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think he's like number 2.
You think he's
Yeah.
the 2?
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think
Okay.
that the Kareem's number 1.
Yeah, I
But-
think Kareem's 1, field goals made is 2,
I think LeBron's 3.
3, and then MJ assists 4.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. I think it may be. Yeah, because
'Cause-
you don't really see MJ passing the ball much.
Yeah, so least to greatest, it would go MJ, then LeBron. MJ assists, then LeBron 3-point attempts, and then John Stockton field goals made, and then Kareem rebounds.
From least to greatest,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah,
Let's do that.
We're confident on that?
I am. Because John Stockton played a lot of games. Even though he didn't
Yeah.
score that much, he played a lot of games. You're playing all the games.
And he was often first, second option his entire career.
Yeah, so if you're going to, you make 10 buckets a game,
Yeah.
roughly. Yeah, I like
Okay.
it.
All right, Michael, we got it.
All right, give it to me from top to bottom. What's the
So,
most?
The most is Kareem.
What's the second?
Second is John Stockton's field goals made.
Third.
Third is LeBron James' 3-point attempts.
And fourth, Michael
Michael Jordan's assists.
gentlemen, for the first time ever in Adjust Rotation, we got a 4 for 4.
Let's go! Let's
Well
go!
God is
done.
good.
Well done.
I need
You
those points.
Nailed it. You
did it,
nailed it.
boys.
200 points to the 3 of you. Good job. Let's move on to round 2.
Thank you, God.
Here are your 4 stats.
God did.
Eminem Man on the list and Gucci Man on the list.
You going to finish that?
Chris Paul's. Shout out my person, Gucci. Chris Paul's career steals. James Harden's career fouls. I didn't tell you the numbers. Do you guys want to know the numbers?
No, it'll just mess me up.
Well, no,
No.
not this one for the
Oh,
last
okay.
round.
Yeah, like, can you start with the numbers?
Moving on, I will tell you the numbers.
Okay.
I apologize that I didn't do that last time. I was so overwhelmed by you guys getting 4 for 4. It's the first time. Russell Westbrook's offensive rebounds and Steph's career turnovers.
What was the first one that he named, Bob?
Chris Paul steals.
Yeah.
So I feel like that, and what was this? Name them off again.
Oh yeah, CP3 steals, Harden fouls, Westbrook offensive rebounds, Steph turnovers.
I think Russ's rebounds and I keep brain farting, but the rebounds are going to be up there, and then
So you think Westbrook offensive rebound 1 or 2?
correct.
How about CP3 steals?
I think that those are the one going to be up top
Okay.
3.
Harden career fouls
Low.
3-4. Okay, then Steph's turnovers 3-4.
Yeah.
I think that's so far. I think we're all in agreement of that.
I like it. I'm looking
So
at
where
it.
that goes,
It looks.
So between Westbrook offensive rebounds and CP3 steals.
CP3's played so long.
Yeah.
and I don't
But-
think Steph turned the ball over as much.
Yeah, I'm okay with Steph being down there. I just don't between. Okay, which do you think is greater?
Yeah.
CP3 steals or Westbrook's rebound, offensive rebounds?
I think offense. So his offensive Westbrook, he averaged a triple double but I don't know how many of those rebounds were offensive. So, and then Chris Paul, he led the league in steals at the beginning of his season, or at the beginning of his career, but I don't know how long he actually kept that up. So that is tough.
He's got 5 years on all these guys?
So I think CP3 is 1.
Yeah.
But I want to go to Harden fouls and Westbrook offensive rebounds. I think those two should be discussed for the 2-3 spot.
Okay.
So I think Harden fouls. Yes, he has a long time. Honestly, he's like 30,
Yeah, not a great defender.
He's
so
known for
you
not
think the
playing
fouls
D.
might go up a little bit?
and he's known for
Not
that
playing
baiting
D.
foul play style. I think he could sneakily be the 2. And I think there's an argument there over the Westbrook offensive
I like
rebounds.
it. I'm okay with it.
You think so?
Yeah,
we roll
we
the
went,
dice?
we went 4
I don't
for
think
4
so.
once. I think I like
I don't think so. I think that's gonna mess it up.
Nah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I think it's gonna be Westbrook.
Bob, you seem to be the guy. Give me an
I like it
answer.
in
Who's
order.
in first from greatest to least?
I think we have Chris Paul steals is the greatest.
Okay.
The next, we're going to see Harden fouls.
Okay.
Westbrook offensive rebounds at 3. And finally, Steph turnovers at 4.
Well,
Nope.
we get
got the Harden
1
fouls
out
right.
of 3. You did get Harden's fouls. No.
That's the one we got right.
Steph career turnovers 2,954. Harden's career fouls 2,684. Chris Paul steals 2,597. And Russ offensive rebounds way down there at 1,859. We were all kind of way off, but
Yeah.
that's all right.
He got all those offensive rebounds when he was.
Yeah, we
getting his
went 4 for
triple-double.
4. Don't even bring this. Don't let
You
this one
went
bring
4
us
for
down.
4. Let's see how we do for the remaining 3 rounds, and let's start with round 3. Andre Drummond's career turnovers. Blake Griffin's career personal fouls. JaVale McGee career blocks. And Tyson Chandler's games played.
Wow.
Tyson Chandler, I know, has been in the league for a while. Or he was in the league for a
He's not
while.
there anymore.
Played for a lot of teams. Came
did.
out of high school, so he had a long career.
Shout out to Cactus and John Anthony working together in the comments.
JaVale McGee.
Getting them wrong, but working together.
JaVale McGee blocks is.
That'll be
interesting.
sneaky too. I have a
I
feeling
wanna
that'll be
say-
up there
see?
kind of high too.
I want it to be the lowest one.
I think Drummond turnovers might be the lowest.
Lowest, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't touch the ball a lot.
And when he does,
Doesn't
he's
do much with it either, though.
Right. His role is limited.
He's cleaning up stuff like getting rebounds, putbacks, and if he does get the ball, he's not
He
passing it
does
much.
seem a little clumsy.
Not Drummond.
Okay.
Blake
it-
Griffin.
But in
Drummond.
Detroit, though,
Not my
in Detroit,
Burgalicious.
he was like the number 1 guy at one point. So like he could have been trying to pass the ball
barely.
out, this and that. Yeah, weird.
All right, so this is great. So Tyson Chandler games played. Do we think
2.
that's 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least top 2.
JaVale McGee blocks sneakily the 3.
Yeah.
Blake
Okay.
Griffin personal fouls and Andre
1.
Drummond turnovers.
So what's
4.
1?
1 is Blake Griffin personal fouls.
I think that. Yeah.
All right,
4
let's
is-
do it.
Yeah, I think this is good too.
I like it.
All right.
I have a feeling
Pump it
that
up, guys.
Tyson's going to be number 1, but
Give
we'll go
me, Bob,
Yep.
greatest to least.
Blake
That
Griffin personal fouls.
Okay.
Then Tyson Chandler games played.
Okay.
Followed by JaVale McGee blocks.
Okay.
Finishing with Drummond turnovers.
We're going to go this way.
Nope.
We split it.
Okay.
We split that. So it is Blake Griffin, 2,058 career personal fouls. Andre Drummond, 1,558 turnovers. JaVale McGee, 1,257 career blocks. And Tyson Chandler, way down there in last place, 1,160 games played, which is still a lot of games.
Yeah,
It's a lot of games.
Ton.
But not more turnovers, fouls, or blocks than those guys had. So we split that round. So we're kind of back to middle. Maybe you guys can swing it back the positive way. Let's see how round 4 goes. Here are your 4 stats. Clint Capella's career assists. Steven Adams' career steals. Carlos Boozer's career blocks. And Dennis Schroeder's offensive rebounds?
What?
What? You thought he was going all bigs second round in a row. Wrong.
I
Wrong.
thought you were going to go all assists. I was like, ooh.
All assists.
All assists.
Not
hey.
those. Not those.
All right.
Clint Capella assists, Steven Adams steals, Carlos Boozer blocks, Dennis Schroeder offensive rebounds. All right, so I think Steven Adams steals and Boozer blocks are going to be high. I think those are our 1-2s. And then I think Clint Capella assists, Dennis Schroeder offensive rebounds 3-4.
I
Yeah.
think Schroeder's going to be the 3. I think he's sneaky. Sneaky has more.
I don't like. I
But
don't
is
hate it.
that more than Clint Capella assists? I could see it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, all those years playing with Harden.
And with Trae Young. It might be higher than we think.
No,
No.
Really?
Schroeder
no, because
played.
those guys shoot the ball
And he'd be...
after dribbling it a long time.
That's true.
So
you think...
I think 3, 4.
Okay.
I think 1.
Boozer blocks is
2.
1. Steven Adams steal 2. Big guys get a lot more steals than we give them credit for. Just like with inside, like strips and stuff like that.
But he's missing some time.
You're right. And Boozer's played a long time, so it makes sense his blocks to be the
Boozman,
highest.
yeah.
He was known
Okay.
to play on defensive teams too, Boozer.
Mm-hmm.
I like this, but Schroeder offensive rebounds more than Clint Capella assists. Trusting you on that. I think it's the right call. Because I hear the logic. It makes sense.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, we've got it figured out.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, going from greatest to leastest, Bob, give
Latest.
me top.
From greatest to leadest, we all do Carlos Boozer.
Wait. Well, I give you guys shit when you when you slip up. I gotta give myself. Don't give me top, Bob.
Don't give me
Just list the things in order from top to bottom.
Can you please clip you saying that?
Yeah, I will. Give me top, Bob. All right.
Number 1.
Jesus Christ.
Carlos Boozer blocks.
Okay.
Number 2, Steven Adams steals.
Okay.
Number 3, Schroeder rebounds.
Okay.
Number 4, Clint Capella.
How the
assists.
mighty have fallen.
What?
All
Can I
four
tell
are
you what it
wrong.
is?
Sure, try.
Could you have told us?
Yeah.
All right, name him
Yeah.
off again.
Thanks
No,
for
no.
You missed
Steven
your
Adams
chance.
steals 624, Capella's assists
Yeah.
590, Boozer's blocks in his entire career 346, and Dennis Schroeder's offensive rebounds 314.
Damn.
Isn't that the way the bitch goes? All right.
That's
the
Last
way it
round,
goes.
round
Give him
five.
I love it.
Slurps by Bob.
It's in the punishment. It's in the punishment. Give Michael top.
Give Bob. Give me top, Bob.
Receive slurps from Bob.
All right, Jesus Christ, we gotta move off of this part.
Kiss Bob on the lips.
Kiss Bob on the lips. Jesus Christ. Okay. Holy shit. All right, here are your 4 fucking stats. Jalen Williams, the good one from the Thunder, career blocks. Jalen Green, offensive rebounds. Jalen
I knew it.
Suggs, games started. And Jalen Duren's career steals. That's right. It's another Jalen round.
Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown. It's the Jalen Brown, yeah. Jaylen Brown. It's the Jaylen Brown, y'all. Jaylen Brown. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jalen's 4. Jaylen 5, 6, 7. Jaylen.
All right.
All right. So J-Dub blocks. I think that's going to be like a 3-4.
Yeah.
Jalen Green offensive
I think
rebounds.
that's a 3-4.
I think that's a 3-4. But Jalen Suggs game started.
I think that's a 3-4.
I think is a 4. Like that's full blown 4 almost.
I think all these are
that's
3
pretty low.
fours.
Jalen Duren steals, obviously big man like we just talked about. It's gonna be a little bit higher, I think. And we
They've
just
all
saw
not played that much.
Where do you have Jalen Green's offensive rebounds?
3-4.
Yeah, I would put him at 4.
Jalen Green
Over
okay.
what
Jalen
did you
Suggs
have?
Suggs
Hang on.
started.
Hey
Yeah,
guys, hang on.
Well,
I just have to. I have to give a shit.
Play it again.
John Anthony
Something
says
like
that tip from Bob should be added to the wheel. I'm having fun. You guys go ahead. And you got this much time.
I think
The
we
reason
got
why
it.
I say Jalen Suggs is because, Jalen Suggs has started more than you think. Is he?
Yeah.
I've had him on my fantasy team.
Yeah, he does start.
and
a
he
little
starts a lot more than you think. Like
Yeah,
he's
sure.
bit. So I
But
think
if he started 82 games and these guys also played 82 games, I would assume they'd get more than one of these things a game. But I could be wrong.
so. Do you think Jalen Green offensive rebounds is less than? I think that makes sense. Less than game started. I think we switch these, Justin.
I like it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Bob,
give it to
give
him.
me top.
Jalen Duren steals.
Okay.
J-Dub blocks.
Okay.
Followed by, of course, Jalen Suggs game started.
Okay.
And to tap off,
Top off.
the top off
To
he
tip
said to
off.
finish him off.
to finish him.
Oh no! To
finish it. Give me Jalen Green offensive rebounds.
Oh wow!
Fucking Jalen's.
Lil Glizzy says hello, Bob. Incredible timing.
Lil
Lil
Smoke.
Hilarious.
No, it is Jalen Suggs, 125 started games. Jalen Green, 106. Oh, Green, offensive rebounds.
Dang, he is.
Jalen Williams, 71 career blocks, and Darren steals 69.
We suck.
Nice.
Nice.
Brother,
Brother, what's that?
Okay, well, Justin, that was how that game goes. Why don't you recap that game for us there, amigo?
650 big ones and one top from Bob to you, and
the real
350 points to all of us.
Wow. Amazing.
Trey's on the board, though.
You know what that means? We need to recap the day and find out who spins the wheel.
Well, Trey, 350 points. Last place, you will not be spinning the wheel.
Made more than last
Hey, Bob,
week.
400 points. You will not be spinning the wheel. Hey, Justin, yes.
Yes.
You will not be spinning the wheel. Hey, Michael, that means
I was kind of dreading this because I feel like
top from bottom.
I feel like I'm gonna get a negative one. This month has just not been my month so far.
Does max bet just mean you hit the bet all your points?
Max bet means you bet all of your points
Oh,
See
That's
that
what he's
one.
doing.
on your bet, which we already have our bets locked in. So if max
Mm-hmm.
bet pops up, I'm not going to change it to something that I feel more confident with.
respectable.
Right.
Okay. So
Ready?
if you this is the third episode with the wheel, but I'll just reiterate. We've got
Not easy
bet
to spin
odds
like
double, lose 100 points, steal 100 points, max bet, pick a bet for your co-host, steal 500 points, free 200 point bet, lose 100 points. There is a lose. Oh, I thought there was a lose 500. Okay, good. There's not. Okay, here we go. Ready to spin the wheel? Can I get a spin the wheel chant?
Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
Ball's almost there.
Steal 100 points. Obviously, it's not going to make a difference, so I will steal 100 points from Trey.
Sucks.
He is now down to 250, and
what I made last
now that
week.
we've got all these points, it's probably time that we gamble them away in a little segment that we like to do every show.
God damn it, I'm
for the
losing
first
this
time
week.
ever.
Or this month.
Called props to you.
Another exciting edition. Props to you.
Exciting edition of Props to You. Top for Bob all around. Hey, Bob,
That's me.
Toffee.
since you are on top of the leaderboard, you've got pods of 8.5 points versus the Knicks of your 5,225 points. How many are you betting?
I would like to bet Justin 400 points. Thank you, sir.
400 big ones.
You scared?
Hey, Michael, you are in second place. You do have Austin Reeves over 26.5 points, rebounds, and assists versus the Hawks this evening. 2,800 big ones. What are you going to do with them?
200 points on Austin Reeves.
200.
Watch him get 26.
Probably. Hey, Justin, you've got DeJounte Murray over 37.5 points, rebounds, and assists versus the Lakers this evening. Trae Young's still out, so I feel like he's going to do that, but I'm going to put 450 points. That's the wrong way to do that. Hey, Trey. Hey, Josh Hart over 11.5 points versus the Golden State Warriors. We did give you a point on the other line, and you're going to need it. How many of your points would you like to bet?
Is this a question?
I'm
playing conservative
big
this year.
ones. A big 50 big ones?
250.
Oh, 250 big ones. I didn't think you wanted to be down there
Very
again.
rash decision.
You know, hey, that's how it works out sometimes.
I'm playing conservative this year.
MVP-ness. If you can come back, you will be
The biggest comeback ever.
MVP-ness.
That's right.
That's right. Biggest comeback ever.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
Great episode, guys.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
This is a hot one.
This is a hot one.
Jeez.
Little Glizzy says, I love you all, but Bob is the GOAT.
Hey.
While we're on it,
Thanks,
did
Glizzy.
you guys
Bob just said, it's time for tops to you.
did you guys see that the
did
jersey
we?
swap last night
Oh,
of
did
grade
we?
A
Of
Dick
course, yeah.
and
Absolutely.
Anthony Black?
Grady
wonderful.
Dick. Yeah,
Grade A.
Oh, there was.
Grade
I
A
saw.
Dick.
No,
Come on, dude.
no.
It's grade A Dick.
Okay.
I saw a list of players that Grady is not allowed to
Sorry, I
swap
don't know
jerseys
how-
with anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
The correct pronunciation is grade A Dick.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't jersey swapped with his teammate Suggs.
Did
Okay,
you eat
everybody.
that
Well,
cookie
thank
at
you.
Mizzou Tray?
Oh, my God. Oh, I got him. What day is it? What day is it? It's Monday. It's Monday. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. It has been a blast. It's been a fun time. We all hung out and top all around. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, rate 5 stars, share with friends, and follow us at @Yay_basketball on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.
Add me on the ground.
And just a reminder, we are recording live from the Yay Studio.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Bob,
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
what do you have for the people? And I hope it's not
Folks, seriously, this time of the year,
top the grass.
top the grass, baby.
Top the grass.
Top it.
Top the grass, baby. Oh my gosh. Can we get a top from Bob shirt? John Anthony? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Justin, what do you have for the people?
I don't have anything today. It's been a great time.
It's been a
today.
I
good
got you,
time.
Justin.
Oh.
So it's
Oh.
not Sloppy Top Day, but it's National Sloppy Joe Day. I'm playing conservative this year.
MVP-ness. MVP-ness.
What's that, brother?
Hello.
Holy fucking shit. Cactus makes a great point. He says new meaning to topsoil.
Can any of y'all guess what the episode's going to be named this week?
Not that. Yeah, anything but that. Holy shit, what a fun time. Before we run off, if you're still sticking around with us, you YB sickos, we love you so much. But there are big implications in the YB Fantasy Group
Huge.
League this season, or this week, I should say. So, I narrowly escaped Bob's very, very impressive pressure to stay number one. Well, I would have been number one no matter what.
The
but
game was really edging us.
it was a
we were
very
really
we
edging.
edged and gooned at that. I am of course still what are you doing step on 19-1. Justin gets the win last week in a bye
didn't
week
beat Kyle?
13-7. Kyle loses to George to go to 11-9.
I needed him to beat George.
Trey gets the win over Jack to go to 11-9, and George gets the win over Bob to go to 10-10. Now, here are some potential outcomes. Justin and I are locked in the 1-2. Nothing's going to change that. However, let's just go through some potential outcomes. If Kyle beats Bob, Kyle is in the third spot.
No problem.
Period. If Trey beats Justin, he is guaranteed a playoff spot at least. If George, George has a bye week, so George beats Ryan, he
win.
will.
Yeah.
He goes to 11-10. Now, let's just say that
Hypothetically.
George beat that George gets the win and Trey and Kyle lose, there's two outcomes here. Either the playoffs go as such, it goes me, Justin, Trey, and George. Sorry. It goes me, Justin, Kyle, and George. Or if George can outscore Kyle by a measly 140 points over the course of this week, and Trey wins, George is in the 4 spot, Trey is in the 3 spot, and Kyle, out of nowhere,
Out of the playoffs.
misses the playoffs entirely.
Don't let that happen, Kyle.
That is insane.
He's been in third place all year long.
He's been in third place all year long.
I worked
pretty
hard
much.
for this spot.
And
I'm playing conservative this year.
okay, cool. John says we're riding with Team George. He wants the 5 spot to jump up in there to the 4 spot. Of course, Bob has already been eliminated. We
I was in 10th.
Sorry, guys.
I was in 10th place.
You were, well, there's not a 10th place. You were in last place.
8th place. Sorry.
Yeah, and then so was Bob for a second.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you guys all
Everybody gets out of 8th place.
I went on like a 7-game win streak.
You did.
very
you
proud
did.
of you.
Yeah.
I still am. I'm
Then
hoping you
ran
make the
into
playoffs.
the buzzsaw. You met Thanos. Alrighty, guys. Well, next week the playoffs begin. So if you're sticking around to see us do the playoffs, then good. We love you so much. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, so if you guys in the 3 to 5 could figure it out, we're tired of waiting. Like,
Yeah,
we're gonna get
honestly,
moving.
I've just been counting the days. I mean, I asked Trey earlier. I said, "Do you want to end?" I mean, there is a way in which you could face Justin in the first round, but really the question is, do you want your season to end this week or next week? So it's just kind of like,
Oh no, I'm winning the
all up to
championship.
you.
We gotta
And,
stay away.
as always, gentlemen, Embiid is still on the table. I will be taking offers from anybody and everybody.
I'll give you Şengün for him.
I'll trade you Karl Anthony Towns for him.
Done. Both.
Bob, we'll talk tonight.
Both.
We'll talk tonight.
You get half of Embiid, I get the other half.
Sounds good.
It's been a fun episode, guys. We love you so much. Thank you so much for listening. We love you. Don't forget, top basketball.